This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to INCRadio. I'm Taylor Joy from the local congregation of Temecula Valley.
And I'm Jasmine Manangkil, also from the local congregation of Temecula Valley.
Yes, and you are tuned into INCRadio
San Diego.
Thank you for joining us this morning here in San Diego. We are going to be talking about a very interesting topic today, ideally for anyone who's hoping to visit San Diego sometime during the summer, sometime this year, or if you're a San Diego local and you just want to get some inspiration on what fun activities you can do without spending too much. So we're going to be exploring ways that you can shell out less while enjoying the beautiful sights of San Diego. So we're very excited. Before we jump into that discussion, we would also like to remind everyone to please share the link to view our show today with your friends and family so they can also benefit from our discussion. And be sure to subscribe to the INCRadio YouTube channel if you have not already done so, and leave your comments in the live chat throughout the show. Is there any way people can be super involved with our show today, Jess?
Yes, we always love to hear where all of you are tuning in from. So let us know in the chat what local congregation you're from here in our district. And we have a local shout out challenge. As you can see on the screen, the different ways you can shout out your local congregation. And if you're from outside of this district, welcome. We also love to hear from you. Let us know where you're tuning in from.
Absolutely. All right, without further ado, let's jump into our topic for today.
Yes.
With us in studio, we actually have a guest. We're going to call her our San Diego expert for the day. She's lived in San Diego for a long time. We'll let her introduce herself, of course, but please join me in welcoming Sister E-Joy. Sorry, I keep forgetting.
Quintana.
I'm so sorry. It's okay. We were talking before the show, and we're like, you've been married a year. It flew by.
It has flown by. So yes, I'm Sister Alma Joy or E-Joy Quintana, and I'm from the local congregation of North San Diego. I am a choir member as well as a TSB officer and a multimedia officer in our district. And I love these duties so much, and it's so much of a blessing to perform them with everybody.
Yes, and we are so excited to have you on our show today, Sister E-Joy Quintana. I learned. I will never forget ever again. And for those tuning in, can you, we are talking about San Diego today, the beautiful sights of San Diego, everything San Diego has to offer. How long have you been in San Diego, lived in the area?
Oh yeah, I'm born and raised in San Diego. So I was actually born in Balboa Park, and I went to school at UC San Diego. I am in North San Diego. So I am a born and raised San Diegan.
Love it. You are truly the expert, the perfect expert for our topic today.
So Balboa, you're referring to the Naval Hospital?
Yes.
Okay. So Naval Hospital, San Diego, it's actually where all three of my kids were born as well. So it's very special to our family. So that's something we have in common, which I love.
Yes, me and all my siblings were born there. So we've never moved, even though my dad was in the Navy.
Love it. All right. Well, now that we've gotten to know you a little bit, we do want to first ask everyone in the live chat a quick question. Jazz, would you like to do the honors?
Yes, absolutely. So for all of you that are tuning in, let us know in the chat your answer to this question. What's your favorite free or super affordable thing to do in San Diego? Let us know in the chat.
Yeah, and I will be taking notes because I want to hear what everybody likes to do in the area. I'm constantly looking for different things to try. And while everyone does that, Sister E-Joy, we wanted to ask you, what are some of your favorite budget-friendly spots or activities in San Diego that locals and visitors should not miss out on?
Oh, absolutely. As mentioned before, a must is Balboa Park. And so Balboa Park is our central park in San Diego. It's a huge park that has museums, gardens, different music venues, and so it's a great place to go and spend a lot of time enjoying the grounds and visiting the various museums there.
I love your pictures, by the way.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was just
yeah.
looking at those. Like you said, there's museums. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
think I've been to the museums there yet, so I'm definitely gonna have to
Yes,
stop
there's
by.
a lot of free ones, and there's also ones where you can just donate, what you can, and so it's very affordable.
I love that. That's a good suggestion.
Yeah, and then also in addition to the museums in Balboa Park and the whole grounds there, I highly recommend checking out the beaches. It's actually, the top thing to do in San Diego to go to the various beaches. I highly recommend La Jolla Shores. It's a beautiful place, and there's so much to see and do and eat. And speaking of eating, I highly recommend getting Mexican food because we are so close to Mexico.
Mhm.
I actually live 1 minute away from Mexico.
Wow.
And so I live very close to the other country, and where you can get a lot of food, tacos, burritos,
Yum.
and various things like that, and so delicious. I highly recommend.
We see some pictures
Oh,
too
yeah,
of
absolutely.
the delicious Mexican food being referenced, and I am immediately hungry just looking at that. All right. So thank you for those suggestions.
course.
I'm pretty sure some of those tuning in will definitely make note of that. And let's also see some suggestions from everyone in the live chat, what they've had to say as their favorite free or super affordable things. We have some greetings, of course, from Sister Mitzi Janine de la Cruz. Good morning to all around the world viewing from the local congregation of National City.
Yes, and she also says, "Good morning, Sister Terilyn and Sister E-Joy."
Aw.
With a heart emoji.
Also, a comment here from Brother Roger Bogrowski, aka Roger. Hi to the district and our crew, Jazz Tay, for a great show from Vista.
All right. And then Brother Will says, "Greetings, NC and all of SDC." Hashtag. Actually, we don't do hashtags now, but NC, thank you for
But thank
National
you.
City. Yes.
Also from Sister Terry, Emmy and I like to take the trolley and find new parks to go to. I haven't considered the trolley.
Oh yeah, there is a trolley goes from all the way down south to all the way up north,
Okay.
and it's a great way to see the whole city.
I'm sure. Okay. I'll put that on my list too.
Brother Roger also mentioned Oceanside Pier or Harbor. Downtown is fun too.
Definitely.
Yeah, both places that we could visit without spending a lot of money or no money at all.
For sure. Another comment here from Sister Mitzi. She says, going to Coronado Beach. It's a great place to go. I have yet to go to Coronado, I think. But I've heard really good things.
It's beautiful.
It is. And from Tracy Camacho, "My favorite beaches are La Jolla Shores and Oceanside." Okay, so she agrees
Yes,
with you.
it's so beautiful.
What's La Jolla known for again? The otters?
Oh, the seals.
Seals.
The seals.
Whoops. Yes, if you're ever in La Jolla, try to see if you can see some seals.
Oh, there's plenty.
From Sister Mitzi, I also highly recommend the Old Poway Park. Ooh, I haven't heard of that one.
Me too. We have to go and check that
It's
out.
very cozy.
Oh, okay, cozy. I like that.
And then Jonah Valoria says, "I love La Jolla. Nice place to hang out with family and friends."
Definitely.
Top place.
And one more comment for now from Brother Resti Catalasan. Hello, INCRadio. See you at the Unity Games today.
Yes,
See you there. All right. Love it. Let's ask everyone in the live chat another question, shall we?
Sure. So the next question for all of you in the live chat. If you had one day to tour San Diego on a budget, which would you choose from the following? A, the beaches, B, parks and gardens, C, museums, or D, share. Just let us know.
And while everyone does that, Sister E-Joy, we also wanted to ask you, how can families or groups maximize their maximize their experience around San Diego without having to spend too much?
Oh, so this is a great question. So as mentioned, Balboa Park, just taking in all the sights. I love to go there and just take a lot of pictures. I actually took my engagement pictures there, and they turned out so cute. And I love that place. It's just, there's the architecture, there's the history, as mentioned before, the different museums that are free or donation based. I highly recommend those as well.
Love
And
that.
then I recommend the various beaches. There was so many mentioned: Oceanside, La Jolla, Coronado. I love Ocean Beach, Pacific Beach, Imperial Beach. There's so many beaches. It's endless. And so, they all have their own charm. And so that's a great free way to go. Parking is free. It's, a little bit of a battle, but, it's worth the wait to go. And then I highly recommend looking up online various meetups, various cultural events. There's always a festival going on. There was a, food festival. There's actually an ice cream festival coming up. We
Ooh,
currently
fun.
have the fair going on, and that's pet themed. And so it's just so cool to see all the events going on in our area.
Definitely. So there's a lot. I'm sure someone should compile a list and then just send it out to everyone in San Diego so that we can all just hop to each of these places, because there
Yes.
sounds to be a lot.
And I'm glad you mentioned pet themed
Mhm.
things here in San Diego. There are many animal lovers, and
Mhm.
so I know we've had prior broadcasts where we featured pets and things. A lot of the restaurants actually welcome them, so
Yes,
you can
yes.
bring your dog and enjoy lunch while you're here in San Diego with your pet without worrying about having to leave them with someone or somewhere.
Yes, we love taking our dog Shibi to the cafes and the beaches. She loves the beach. It's her happy place for sure.
I love
Aw.
that. And I love how you mentioned that Balboa Park specifically,
Mhm.
but there's so many aesthetic
Mhm.
places that are perfect for photos.
Mhm.
And people are very into taking photos these
Yes.
days. What if there's someone out there who wants to know of like a hidden gem spot in San Diego where it's great for photos, maybe not the most popular, so it won't be too crowded?
Mhm.
Does anything come to mind for you?
Oh, yes. I used to live in this neighborhood called North Park, which is north of Balboa Park. And it is just so aesthetically pleasing. There's matcha shops, coffee shops, boutiques, plant stores, a bookstore that I love so much. And it's just so like aesthetic and cozy and like very lively.
Mhm.
It's not too busy, but it has like a great vibe there.
I like it. Okay, North Park, for anyone who wants some of those types of photos without it being too crowded.
Mhm. Those photos are amazing that
Yes.
you've taken.
The bookstore, I love
Uh-huh.
that place.
It's so pleasing to see everything color coded.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I organize my books at home.
I love it. All right, let's also see what everyone else has been saying in the live chat. Broger says sea lions in the Oceanside Harbor are fun to watch.
Nice.
Good to
And
know.
then Felicitas Borgowski says, "See museums."
Oh, nice. From Broger, he says parks and gardens and museums. Okay.
2 answers there.
Mhm.
And then Tracy Camacho says, "I did do a solo tour of the beaches in San Diego. I started in Carlsbad and just drove down trying to take photos at each beach. NSD."
How fun.
Yeah.
How many did you end up taking? I want to know. How many total? 4.
Four.
Wow,
Okay.
that's pretty good. That's really good.
More than I've done. From Sister Reesh, she says, love being a San Diego tourist.
Me
Same.
too.
Yes. And then, Tracy Camacho wants more information about the ice cream festival. She says, "Ooh, what ice cream
Yeah, it's
festival?"
called a Scoop, and it's for charity. So all 30 ice cream shops donate their ice cream and their time, and they raise money for different causes for like food banks and things like that.
Wow.
That's so neat.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
definitely
amazing.
have to stop by. Also from Merle, San Diego beaches are the best regardless of which.
Totally agree.
And then Sister Mel Payne says, "The beach, definitely." Yes, we have a lot of beach fans here.
Same, yes. From Sister Leiloha Nationalis, our family likes to go to Torrey Pines Glider Port to sit on the grass, eat snacks, take in the fresh air from the ocean, and watch people glide off the cliff and fly around.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, my sister did that for her birthday.
Really?
It was very exciting, but I was not brave enough to go.
I don't think I could be.
I watched though.
Yes, it's cool just to watch.
Yes, Rusty Catalasan says the beaches. He loves to go fishing in San
Mm.
Diego, NC.
Oh, my brother loves that too.
My
He
brother
goes for
too.
days fishing.
He's serious about it.
Yes.
Respect. From Ryan Anasieta, he says, all the hikes are free.
True.
So,
So
true.
true.
Thanks for that reminder.
Yes, and Sister Lay Nacionalis agrees. San Diego has some really good hikes.
Very true. From Broger, Mount Woodson Potato Chip
Is another hike.
Yes.
So that's a very popular hike where there's a overhanging rock and people sit at the end of the rock and it looks like a potato chip.
That's right. I've seen photos of that.
Have you hiked that?
No.
Yeah, same. I was gonna say.
It's kind of an intense hike, so
Okay.
You have to be super prepared for that. Brother Rusty Katalasan says, hello to all district SCAN officers. SCAN
Hi.
being the Society of Communicators and Networkers International.
Yes.
Hello.
NC.
Oh, and we are looking at a picture of Potato Chip Rock right now. And it does look like a potato chip.
Yes. All right. And then we have from Helen Bernardo. Good luck to all our track and field participants for the Unity Games this afternoon.
So exciting.
Yes.
And one more for now from Brother Patrick. There is so much to do in San Diego.
That's
from
right.
National City.
Totally agree.
Love it. Thank you, everyone, for your comments. We do have one more question for everyone tuning in. Jazz, would you please help us out with
Sure.
this?
So, for all of you in the chat, do you know any hidden spots or fun hacks to explore San Diego for less? Share with us in the chat.
Yes, the hacks, the tips. This
Mhm.
is the part I was really looking forward to. And while everyone does that, as we start to wrap up our discussion with you, Sister Ejoy, for someone visiting San Diego for the first time ever, and they are on a tight budget, what would your ideal perfect day itinerary look like for them?
So I love this question because I actually do my perfect day when I have a day off in San Diego. So I actually would get a coffee. I love coffee, and my husband loves coffee too. And we would go somewhere in North Park. There is an abundance of coffee shops there, and would get like a pastry, walk around to the thrift stores. I love thrifting, which is being on a budget as well.
For sure.
And then the used bookstore, which is more affordable than like a regular chain bookstore. So highly recommend that as well. As you can see here, it's so cute.
Mhm.
You can take pictures there. And I would then go to Balboa Park, which is very close by. It's about 10 minutes away from North Park, and check out the museums. And so this picture is actually at the Timken, and it's free. And it's just a great place to go and take in the art, and it's so peaceful in there. And so I would walk around Balboa Park, go to a garden, check out the Japanese Friendship Garden, which is one of my favorite places to go with my husband. We love walking there on our dates, and it's just so peaceful and calming.
Mhm.
And then afterwards, I would go then to, go get something to pack at like a local grocery store and go to the beach. So I would go to the beach, maybe La Jolla Shores, as mentioned, and have a beach picnic, build sand castles, walk on the beach. Be sure to bring sunscreen because it's, sunny San Diego. And I personally have gotten sunburnt recently. So
ouch.
lesson learned. And so I would do that, and I would stay until sunset because our sunsets are beautiful. Like even before, some days I actually just pull over and watch the sunset on my way home because it's just so beautiful. And then I would end the day with a trip to Convoy, which is our Asian district. And there are a variety of restaurants, including ramen, ice cream, boba, which is my favorite.
Same. They also have lots of good Korean barbecue. I
Oh
feel,
yes,
in
so
Convoy.
good.
They also have dim sum.
Dim sum. They have, really, all of the good food is in Convoy. My
Yes,
family and I are big fans of the Convoy area.
And I'm glad you mentioned the grocery stores. I know you've shared in the past where we're so diverse here in San Diego.
Yes.
So there's a variety of grocery stores from different cultures and ethnicities that you can explore, right? And try.
Yes. Yeah, there's so many. We have the Asian grocery stores, Mexican grocery stores, Indian grocery stores, and there is just so many snacks that you can't get anywhere else. So
True.
highly recommend to take advantage of the diversity we have here in San Diego.
Those are really great suggestions. Thank you so much for sharing that, Sister Idra. I think I might have to have a day exactly like how you described
absolutely.
it, because that does sound quite perfect.
It does.
All right. And let's also read a couple more comments here from those tuning in. Brother Patrick says, just be prepared to wait in a long line for the picture opportunity.
And
Yeah.
then is it Jonah or Jana? Valoria. Happy viewing to our family in the district of Quezon City, local congregation of Capitol.
Oh,
wow.
lovely.
Hello.
Also from Brother Roger, best wishes to the Unity Games folks.
Yes.
I know. I'm excited.
Tracy Camacho says, ooh, coffee shop, thrifting, then bookstore. It sounds like the perfect day. NSD.
Totally
Indeed.
agree, Tracy.
And one more comment from Brother Patrick. Breakfast in Coronado, then a day tour of Old Town.
Old Town.
Then Balboa Park, lunch in Mission Valley, then explore Convoy. This is a lot of places for mid-afternoon treats, and lastly, close for dinner in La Jolla.
Oh, another itinerary. Awesome. And then Ryan Anasiete says, shout out to all the Unity Games participants. Don't forget your mustard packs.
Oh yeah! Last week on our show, we had Brother Justin, and he was explaining during basketball.
Uh-huh.
He was cramping in both legs.
Oh, wow.
So the CMDPS team made him eat a bunch of mustard, and apparently it helps with the cramps.
Wow, I've never known that.
So mustard packets on standby. And one more comment from Brother Ramon. Sister Cora and Brother Ramon here. You ladies, sisters, you are all experts. Yes, Balboa to La Jolla are great places to visit. Don't forget UTC
Oh, yes.
and the beaches.
Yeah,
Of
thank
course.
you.
Yes, it's a huge mall and they have so much to see and do there. There's a playground for the kids if you just want to take them. And
Yeah.
it's dog friendly.
It is. I see dogs all the time.
So dog watching there is excellent.
Yeah, it's cute how some of the stores, they have a little doggy bowl in
Yes.
front so that
That's
they can
why.
drink.
It makes total sense now.
They keep them hydrated too, in addition to that.
Yeah,
to
and
the
some
owners.
places have treats for dogs too.
Oh,
So nice
sweet.
of them. Yeah.
I love it. Love all of this. Thank you so much, everyone. And thank you once again, Sister Ejoy, for joining us for our show
course.
today. I feel like we've gained so much
Mhm.
knowledge. So we're excited to explore San Diego with all of these helpful tips and tricks. Before we let you go, do you have any shout outs you'd like to make?
Of course. So, I love NSD, level up NSD. So, North San Diego. Woo, in
Tracy's
house.
the only one
Tracy.
cheering.
And so, I'd love to greet my brethren there because I've been there for more than half my life. I've been there since college. So, I love you both and all the officers in multimedia, and TSV, and choir. So grateful to perform with you all. And last but not least, I would love to greet my husband who's watching, Brother Chris Quintana, and happy 1-year anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Thank you so much, Sister Ejoy.
You're so welcome.
Alrighty, we will catch you later.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sister
that was
Ejoy
so nice.
Quintana. I will never forget. All right. Oh, Jess, do you see that?
You need glasses. What is that?
I see something coming up on the horizon. Yay!
All right. We have a lot of activities, right?
Yes, we do. We, of course, want to highlight a previous activity. This was for the Scan Eye. This was an endurance team building activity at City College. So shout out to all of our Scan Eye teams who always keep the activities safe and secure. And
Yes.
here are some photos from that event.
Very nice. And then today, June 14th, we have Unity Track and Field
Yes.
at the San Dieguito Academy High School. So registration begins at 12:15.
Yes.
That's coming up real soon.
I know. We will see you all in a little bit. Also, coming up on June 22nd, we have our baccalaureate special gathering for students and parents at 2 p.m. at the Temecula Valley Chapel. This is for graduates of all grade levels, I believe,
Yes.
kindergarten through college. Even if you got your master's or your doctorates,
Mhm.
we are recognizing you and we would like you to be present with us on this day to celebrate your great achievements. So be sure to register for this event as soon as possible.
Mhm. And that's what's on the horizon for the San Diego Satellite Studio.
All right. Jazz!
Yes.
You're supposed to be very excited right now.
I am so excited.
What are we excited for?
we're excited about the next segment.
Yes, we are. Where we are going to announce our local shout out challenge winners.
All right. All right. And then, so should we go ahead and show the winners? Well, before we do, again, just a reminder of all the local congregations that are participating in this challenge.
Yes.
As you can see on the screen.
All right. And without further ado, in no particular order, here are the top 3 winners from last week's broadcast. We have the local congregation of North San Diego.
NSD.
Yay! We also
We have Temecula Valley.
Yay, TMD! And the local congregation of Vista.
Congratulations.
All of our local congregations, for those of us in studio, are all represented
Yes.
in this. I love it. And it is not too late to help your local congregation be part of the top 3 for next week's show. So be sure to shout out as much as you can throughout our show. 1 shout out per comment, please.
Yes.
All right. And with that, before we wrap up, we also want to highlight one of the beautiful places in San Diego that you can visit, even if you are on a budget. So today we are going to, first of all, cue the intro screen. I couldn't think of a good way to segue that very smoothly. Sorry. We're going to go into sunny San Diego. Today we are featuring La Jolla Tide Pools. So La Jolla is a terrific place for tide pooling. In fact, it's one of the best areas to go in all of San Diego. Visiting the La Jolla Tide Pools in the village of La Jolla is one of the best free activities for families in the whole city. It consists of rocky cliffs and sandy beaches, and they create an endless supply of nooks and crannies for marine life viewing. The optimal season for tide pooling is December to March, when minus tides reveal wider beaches and the tide pools are uncovered.
Before you go, be sure to check the tide charts to make sure you'll be there during a low or minus tide. It's also a good idea to wear closed-toed shoes with a good grip, long pants, and a jacket.
Nice. I think this seems very fun for families with little kids. I feel like little kids would really get a kick out of it.
Yes. This area was mentioned multiple times today, so it's definitely a spot that we recommend.
Look at the
little
crab. It's really cool. I feel like I need to visit more places that have wildlife and just like, our habitats for other creatures, just so that I can see what little animals and things are out there. I feel like we sometimes forget.
Yeah, it's an amazing area, especially near the university. So a lot of research is being done in that area because of our diverse ecosystems.
Very cool. Yeah. Look at that wave.
It's beautiful.
Very aesthetic. I love it. All right. So if you're ever in the area, be sure to visit La Jolla Tide Pools. Yes. And with that, that's all the time we have.
I know. Went by so fast.
I know. Thank you, everyone, once again for tuning in. We'll read a couple more comments and some shout outs from Brother Ramon. He says, by the way, shout out to our National City local minister, Brother Marco de la Cruz. A happy birthday.
My wife and all June celebrants. Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to all June celebrants. Yay. And one more for now from Sister Feli Bagrowski. Mustard really works.
All right.
We should all just start walking around with mustard packets in our bags.
I mean, we're dressed
in
yellow.
Like mustard. I love it.
We are the mustard.
And I am proud to be the mustard. All right. Thank you once again, everyone. This has been a super fun morning with all of you. Before we go, we would like to greet and thank the following individuals who help make INCRadio San Diego possible. Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our Executive Minister. Brother Angelo Rano Manalo, our Deputy Executive Minister. Brother Wally Taray, our INCRadio Station Manager.
And also thank you to Brother Matt Capistrano, our Supervising Minister of San Diego County, California. Brother Alex Oñate, our Assistant Supervising Minister of SDC. And Brother Christian Ko, our District Multimedia Advisor.
Up next is INCRadio Sacramento, so be sure to stay tuned for their show as well. Also, join us next week for INC Radio San Diego. We're going to be talking about sunny bites and summer delights, also known as our favorite summer foods. And we know that so many of you enjoy food. And one more quick comment from Broger. He says, "Happy birthday, sister," or Kame Ko from Vista.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. All right, everyone. Thank you once again. Goodbye. Stay safe, and we will catch you on the next wave. Bye, everyone. See you at track and field.